Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Why is it that one day you can wake up and you're feeling capital on top of the world and everything's great, and then you go about your business and the day kind of gets its best of you, and next thing you know, you're getting pummeled by the day, right? The world is giving you a reality check every minute throughout the day. Then there's some days that you're just dog-ass tired. You wake up and you just feel complete defeated right away. I think some of that has to do with how you program yourself before you go to bed and what your purpose is first thing in the morning. Because if your purpose is just to wake up, on time or whatever, it's not. You have to wake up with, I am going to write out my goals. You have to have some sort of purpose that you can do quickly. And what's your agenda? You kind of have to hit the ground running pretty fast. So I'm bringing this up because I had spoke about yesterday about fake it till you make it, and that cool post that came out that I thought somebody said face it until you make it. And when I woke up this morning, I had a really great workout last night. I have to change my schedule. I worked out with my 10-year-old. That was pretty amazing. Had him on the treadmill, had him doing some calisthenics, burpees, push-ups, planks. It's part of his in-home schooling. So there's you flip a coin and then you have to choose what you're going to do. Like, are you going to do 10 jumping jacks? Well, this was cool because I made him do 10 marine jumping jacks, which is basically a 4-count jumping jack, which is pretty neat to see him do that. Then he was doing plank. We doubled that. Anyway, we just pushed the envelope on it. Not to abuse the physical fitness, but really just to push him a little bit because he's been cooped up all day. I mean, we try to get out, but a lot of schoolwork, a lot of family time, some video games. So we need some exercise. So we pushed the envelope, and it was great. Had him on the treadmill. And while he was on the treadmill, I was lifting weights, and I had a good workout. I have a fair, amount of space where I can actually get a nice weight workout in. So I did that yesterday. Coolest thing he said to me is when we were finished, he's like, "Hey man, can we do that again tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah, for sure." And he goes, "Okay, great. What time? When you come home from work, like tonight?" I said, "Absolutely." And it was great. So I woke up today and I was feeling a lot better today than I have been recently with all the stress and the drama going on with this stay-in-home order and the uncertainty of what's going on and the markets being down a little bit, and just being quarantined. It's not fun. So, but for today I woke up and I was a different person. I was like 8 feet tall and bulletproof, and I woke up that way. And sure, it's every day I have a routine that I go through, but today was amazing. And I thought about this. I thought, what am I going to talk to you about today that's going to be relevant for you to feel the same way? And it always goes back to that blueprint, the No Comfort Zone blueprint. And what was different about today is I woke up today thinking a sense of accomplishment because I did get a nice workout in, and I could feel the results of that workout in the morning. I was already sore. Now I needed to make sure that I get my head right and I get my things going. So I jotted out my goals really quick of what my intentions were for the day, reviewed the things I'm not going to do today, and also how I'm going to feel when I'm done with all this stuff. And not kidding, as I was drinking my coffee this morning, a long time ago, one of the kids bought me a coffee cup that says "like a boss." And I thought, you know what does that really mean, like a boss? And I realized what that meant is I own this minute and this moment. I own it. I'm in a sense of accomplishment. Now what I need is momentum. So today, instead of saying, fake it till you make it, I love it, face it until you make it. But today you can have the feeling, or you can have that sense of accomplishment, but you have to get some accomplishment in, whatever that might be. That might be something as simple as writing out an awareness. Here's where I'm checking in with myself. Here's where I'm at today, just to get centered, right? The awareness part of the No Comfort Zone blueprint. take it one more step further, identify, how did I get here today? Why am I feeling down? Why am I feeling up? Just become aware of, identify how you got there. In the same part, identify what you want. Today, I want to further my greater sense of accomplishment by getting this done, and this done, whatever that might be. Doing a webinar at Personal Finances, posting some video content out there for your people, staying connected with other people, reaching out to somebody that you like, that you might want to communicate with and check in with them. I don't know. Or it might be, I'm going to call, 75 of my clients today with no intentions of them buying anything. I just want to check in with them and see how they're doing. And that would be a great goal to have a sense of accomplishment. And you really don't have any rewards until you get to that point. You nail it out. And I've been talking to people about who are going through some emotional turmoil right now in light of all of the stay-at-home orders. And my suggestion time and time again is have a schedule. And by having that schedule, that gives you that level of intensity. You decide how much intensity you want to have in that schedule. I like to cram a lot of things into a short time period because my creative mindset goes away after a while. Then I get into the part of just completing tasks. So my creative side might last for a couple hours, whereas sometimes I can't even get going for like 2 minutes and I'll be like, I'm not creative today, but I have to keep pushing through it. And after a half an hour of pushing to become creative and generate something, then a half an hour into it, then the next thing you know, I'm like, oh wow, I'm in the zone now. And I could be in the zone for 30 minutes, or I can be in the zone for 8 hours. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have that schedule in place and you have very specific accomplishments that you want to complete. Biggest challenge that I've had for the majority of, I would say for sure since 2009, when I started journaling and I started really getting into fixing myself on a different level while being sober and while being a normal member of society, not average, but normal. What I wanted to do was I had all these things I wanted to create. And I even remember one time I actually took a sheet of graph paper. And let's say the goal for the graph paper was, on this particular one was, I wanted to generate this level of income. And what I would do is every time I did something, I would color in the graph paper, I would color in that segment. And my goal was in a month's time to fill out the entire graph paper of doing something, the activity that would lead towards generating income. I wasn't focused on the end result. I was more focused on the activity. Then the problem came in. I'm going to generate this money by writing a movie script. So the next thing I had another one, there's money, and then there's a movie script. And the movie script would be, I'm going to color in every time I wrote or had an idea that I applied towards my goal. And then it became, well, you know what? I do want to be in the best creative mindset that I can be. So what I'm going to do is, in order for me to be creative, I have to exercise. So then I wrote an exercise one. My end result was I wanted to go from this weight to that weight. I wanted to do these type of workouts. So next thing you know, you can go on and on. Then I've got a diet one, and then I've got a relationship one, and I've got, these different, I've got 10 graph papers, and I'm trying to color in these things, and it's just not manageable. It's not sustainable. Great concept. So from those graph papers came the blueprint. And that blueprint is really designed just to check in with yourself. Where am I at today, man? What's going on? Where's my head at? On a scale of 1 to 10, how intense am I today towards achieving my goals? I don't know what my goals are today, so I got to write them down. Now, how intense am I? I'm a 4. What would make it go from a 4 to a 5 to a 6 to a 7 to a 10? What would have to happen for my intensity level, my passion level, my engagement level to go from a 4 to a 10? You just have to ask yourself a better question at that point. So when you keep doing this over a certain period of time, let's say, I don't know, a morning, and you get some accomplishment in, and if you fail during the accomplishment, if you just like, you know what, let's say for me, last night, I'm pushing the weight and I'm like, I was supposed to do 8 reps. I only did 6 and I couldn't do any more, complete failure. Well, in that world, that was kind of a win, but I was a little upset. So I stopped. I didn't do the other 2. And then I picked up right where I left off. It was okay to start over. When I look back at the entire workout, not just that segment, it was a total success. I got through it. My goal was to do that workout in 46 minutes. I got it done in 54 minutes, and I was okay with that. And then the end result was I completed my workout. My intensity level, I would say, was about an 8 yesterday for the workout, and I want to get it to a 9 when I do it today, or it might even be a 6. But either way, don't beat yourself up. If you fail or if you don't achieve your objective on the intensity level, that's okay. Just you can start it over later. You can do something different the next time. Just the fact that you made an attempt and you tried is really what counts right now. So if you want to be more like, have that like a boss attitude, you're going to have to get some accomplishment. In order to have an accomplishment, you're going to have a schedule. And in that schedule, you're going to have some outline of what you're willing to accomplish what you want to accomplish and what activities you're willing to do. And my friends, when you throw the 4 E's and that intensity, the energy, the excitement, the enthusiasm, and your engagement, when you throw that into the equation, man, it changes everything. I'll tell you again, try to do a perfect push-up. Try to do one push-up for as long as you can, where you lower yourself down in a negative in the perfect posture, and you push yourself up and you squeeze at the top, tightening your core and everything else so that you can do one perfect push-up. Try to do a perfect push-up over 1 minute. So it's like a plank, and just try it. That's my point. Your level of intensity for one repetition, for one exercise, when applied to the rest of your life, speaking, managing, leadership, sales, relationship, personal growth, personal development, just get intense. Create some urgency to get the stuff done now in a short period of time and watch what happens. Because when you do that over and over and over again, and even a few times, you get that momentum, that's when you can start feeling like a boss. And when you start feeling like a boss, that's when you can actually change the people around you. That's where you can actually get more buy-in from people around you, because people want to follow people that are engaged, have a high energy and purpose. And the blueprint is designed for you to get that, to achieve that. So hit me up, Dan@thenocomfortzone.com, Dan@thenocomfortzone.com, or go to thenocomfortzone.com and download the blueprint. Or if you just want to hit me up on social media, that's okay too. At No Comfort Zone 1 for Twitter and Instagram. All right. Hey, I hope this finds you well. I hope you have a great day today. Today, I think, is April 16th. I'm not sure, but I think it is. And it's Thursday. Got a few meetings today, headed into the day job from Rockford, Illinois to Crystal Lake. Today is a day that I hope you can act like a boss because you've got some accomplishment. But more importantly, today's the day you get out of your comfort zone and you live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.